If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. If you change, if you transform, if you deliver things in a different way, you will get different outcomes. That is progress. That is change. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to those speakers this morning, to both Roberto, to Roman, to Bas, and to Rudy for the introduction to this meeting itself. And I wanted to take just a moment of your time to remind us about why we're here and why UHY is so important to all our firms and, more importantly, to all our clients. Before I take an opportunity to introduce to you some new firms joining the network, just let's think about what we're trying to do. So if we look at the theme for this event, global presence, local impact. And I just want to take just a couple of minutes to think carefully about what that really means. It's very simple words. We all know and we all have an opinion as to how that might be realized, as to how we might deliver that in our own firms and with our local markets. We might all have an understanding about what local impact means. But what are the drivers? What are the drivers for our network, for all our firms, for our staff? What keeps them focused? What keeps the work with our clients exactly what they need to see? So, for me, UHY is a global network, of course, with agility, passion, and growth. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why I think those are so important. And this is about what it means to our firms as well. What is agility? What is passion? What is growth? More than just a word. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this hallowed presence of the Domus Dela, let us talk about UHY, and let us talk about the things that make UHY really good. Agility. Agility is. What is agility? Agility is not just responding to client requirements, but anticipating client needs. We can all get a phone call from the client. Can you do this for me? Can I do that? It's your audit due this time. Your tax returns are due. It's fine. But what is it that sets us apart in the client's eyes that makes us special to deal with? There are going to be lots of different factors. The ability to respond quickly, the ability to give value for money, the ability to have the right people in the right place at the right time. But equally, it's about being their closest advisor. It is about being what they need, understanding those firms. Not simply delivering a service, but understanding their needs. It is about flexibility in the delivery of our services. We are not there, I would pose the question and pose the statement. We are not there to just deliver a service. We are there to deliver a solution for the client. That solution can be a number of different things. It can be a step-by-step process, which we are used to doing in so many different environments. But it can be imaginative. It can be anticipating. It can be contextualized within the wider client needs. What we deliver can preempt all the needs of a client so that we are thinking for them. If we're thinking for them, it draws us closer to them. And innovation of thought and clarity of leadership. No ambiguity. This is what you need to do. This is how we can help you. If you do it this way, it'll save you money and it'll be easier to deliver. The innovation. The utilization of new technologies. Understanding how AI can really support us. It's about going the extra mile. So agility for me is being quick on our feet, responding, anticipating, and being there. Passion. What is passion? We know what passion is. Passion is that thing we feel deep inside. Passion is where it comes from inside us. Passion is what we believe is the right thing to do at the right time at all times. Living the experience, understanding the impact. What does it mean for us? What does it mean for our staff? What does it mean for our clients? That's passion. Passion is very, very strong. Passion is the unspoken element of a relationship with our clients. It's that bit that is intrinsically visible, but we can't write it down so easily, but we can show it. Caring, ownership, and demonstrating respect. Caring about the client. Ownership of their outcomes. Ownership of not just the service we're delivering, but the outcomes they are getting. And delivering quality. Quality for me went quality. Quality, what are we doing with quality? Quality, as someone once said to me, quality is what you do when no one is looking. Quality is delivering to those expectations and beyond when no one can justify it, no one sees you doing it, but you do it because it's you. You do it because it's the way you are and the way we deliver our services. It's the area that, if no one checks, doesn't matter, we know we are delivering superb quality, no cutting corners. And then growth. Growth is not just about numbers. Growth is not just about hitting those highs and getting more funds in. It is, of course, part of that growth with numbers, growth with fee income, growth with all sorts of areas, enables us to develop, offer new services. But growth is about delivering business relationships and our services development. Growth is about transformation. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. If you change, if you transform, if you deliver things in a different way, you will get different outcomes. That is progress. That is change. An international mindset is growth, particularly when we're supporting our clients on an international basis. Our knowledge and our geographic presence as a network enable us to meet the needs and to anticipate the needs of our firms. So, growth comes in many forms. But for UHY members, growth is confidence in our unified brand. That is confidence in growth. Moving and working together as one entity under our new brand. And of course, we launched the new brand in October last year, the shield, as it's lovingly referred to, and the green bold letters. Surprisingly, going through so many different iterations just to get to a green shield and some bold letters, but there you go with consultants. Challenge the change. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is, don't just accept the fact that we're going to change. What does change mean? How do we do change? Why do change? If it works, why break it? No. Change is about moving with the times. Change is about understanding how others deliver services so we can beat those expectations. AI, we know, will not replace accountants, but accountants using AI will have the advantage. That's where we can reflect and really move forward by anticipating, by embracing the challenges. So, UHY, a single unified entity, that's us. Thank you all for coming today. It's brilliant to see you all, and I really look forward to the next few days and talking to you again. Thank you.